For the beam shown in the figure, determine the following. Determine the maximum tension reinforcement for tension-controlled singly reinforced action. We no longer have a rectangular beam, but of course, the process is still the same. We are asked to determine the maximum tension reinforcement. So take note that the maximum tension reinforcement corresponds to only two strains, either 0.004 or 0.005. Since it is indicated in the problem that for a tension-controlled singly reinforced section, we will use a strain of 0.005. So 0.005 equals 0.003 times 650 minus C over C. Okay, so itong formula natin, class, ng strain, hindi to nagbabago kahit anong itsura ng beam mo. Mapa-rectangular, triangle, trapezoidal, T-beam, lagi lang tong ganito. So we have C equals 243.75 millimeters. Then after that, mako-compute mo ulit si A. That is 0.85 of 243.75. Then we can now compute for A. So we can now proceed with the equilibrium. So ganun pa rin, class. Compression force in the concrete equals tensile force in the steel. So ito na siya, class. Tinidan ko yung magiging compressive force sa concrete natin. So as you can see, hindi na siya rectangular. Dalawang rectangles na siya. 0.85 FC prime. So I have indicated this as area of concrete instead of AB. Pag sinabi mo kasing AB, parang base times height lang eh. It is only applicable to rectangles. Pinalitan ko siya ng area of concrete para in general. Like, in this case, hindi na kasi siya isang rectangle lang. Equals ASFY. I-substitute natin. Take note, ang sinosolve nating reinforcement is for maximum tension reinforcement. So, therefore, we will label this as AS max and then times 420. For the area of concrete, so pwede natin to hatiin sa dalawa, no? Isang buong rectangle na 750 by 150 plus, take note yung A kasi natin, yung depth of compression block natin, yung na-compute natin as before, 207, no? Ibig sabihin, lalagpas siya ng flange. So, aabot siya hanggang dito. If that is the case, ito muna, yung rectangle sa taas, 700 by 150, plus, ito, yung rectangle dito sa ibaba. So, this is 300 by A minus 150. So, we can now solve for AS max. That is letter A. Next, determine the depth of compression block. Don't be confused. Yung na-compute nating depth of compression block kanina, that is based on a maximum tension reinforcement. Pero dito, ang tinatanong is depth of compression block. So meaning, we will base this already sa given na reinforcement. May given kasi tayong reinforcement na 632. So, we'll start again with C equals T. 0.85 FC prime area of concrete equals ASFY. And then, so ginawa ko munang A sub C, no? Yung area ng concrete natin. Tapos yung AS natin, ayan, 6 pi over 4 times 32 squared. And then we have FY, 420. Okay, so makukompute natin yung required area ng concrete. So, ang na-compute nating required area ng concrete is 113,540.8545. Para malaman natin kung yung depth of compression block ba natin ay lumagpas ng ating flange, so malalaman natin yan by comparing the computed area of concrete by the area of the flange. So, ang area kasi ng flange natin is 700 by 150. So, 105,000. Ano bang purpose? Bakit natin kailangan malaman kung lumagpas ba or hindi? Kasi sa pag-compute ng depth of compression block, we have to be careful. Kasi iba yung magiging value kapag inassume mo na less than the thickness of the flange, yung A mo. And then kapag more than thickness of the flange yung ating A, no? Kaya inuuna muna nating malaman kung lumalagpas ba yung required area ng concrete sa area ng flange. Katulad nito, ang area ng flange ay 105,000. Ang nakuha nating area ng concrete ay 113,000. So lagpas siya sa area ng flange. So ibig sabihin, ang compression block natin ay lumalagpas ng flange. So therefore, when you are formulating for the area of concrete, isasama mo ngayon yung buong area ng flange. So ang pag-formulate mo ng area ng concrete is 700 times 150 plus yung maliit dito, which is 300, and then ang height is difference ng A tsaka ng 150. So you can now correctly compute for the value of A, and that is 178.46951. Kung hindi naman siya lumagpas sa area ng flange, ibig sabihin, hindi ganito ang magiging expression mo for area ng concrete. Magiging ano lang siya, 700 times A. So it is important to determine first if the area of concrete required exceeds the area of the flange. Okay, so in this case, the value of A is 178, and that is letter B. So we can now compute the nominal moment strength. Same lang ang process ng pag-compute ng nominal moment strength. So area times mo lang ng moment arm and stress. So 0.85 FC prime. So in this case, class, hindi ako gumamit ng in terms of steel kasi hindi regular rectangle ang ating shape ng concrete. So hindi ko alam kung nasaan ang centroid kapag ganyan yung shape. Diba naka T-shape yan. So ibig sabihin, hahanapin ko pa yung centroid ng T-shape. Matatagalan ako. So ang gagawin ko, dito na lang ako magmo-moment. Kasi mas madali mag-moment dito dahil alam mo agad yung location. So iisa-isahin ko ngayong i-moment yung tatlong rectangles na yan. By the way, you have the freedom to choose on how are you going to divide this T-shape. So pwede siyang katulad kanina na rectangle sa taas, tsaka rectangle sa baba, or ganitong rectangle. I prefer to use this division because if I use this division, na-maintain ko na yung reference ko ay yung top. Pag ito kasi yung ginamit mo, mag-iiba yung reference kapag ito na yung minoment mo, no? Kumbaga ito naman yung kukunin yung distance. Let's solve. 0.85 FC prime. So tingnan nyo class, medyo binago ko yung equation, ginawa ko siyang general, no? Ginawa ko siyang 0.85 FC prime, area ng concrete times moment arm. Kanina, sa mga rectangular sections, pwede siyang 0.85 FC prime, AB, tapos moment arm na D minus A over 2. Naka-formula na siya agad. Kasi, it can be directly determined kapag rectangle, no? Pero kapag kasi ganito nga, na T-shape na, so hindi na siya pwedeng automatic na D minus A over 2. Kasi, magkakaiba na yung distance na yan papuntang centroid ng steel reinforcement. Hindi na applicable dyan yung D minus A over 2. So, finactor out ko muna yung 0.85 FC prime. Then, iisa-isahin ko yung area ng concrete times moment arm. Okay? So, anong area nitong concrete na to? That is base 300 times height, which is A. So, yan yung 300 times 178. Ano yung kanyang moment arm? That is 650 minus kalahati ng A. Kasi ang centroid nito rectangle, di ba, sa gitna, kalahati ng A. Kaya 650 minus A over 2. Next, ito naman, yung dalawang red sa magkabilang gilid. Plus, ginawa ko na siyang 400, pinagsama ko na yung width. Kasi di ba 700 yung full width, pag binawasan ko ng 300, kasi 300 yung width nung nasa gitna, so 400 ang total width nitong mga kulay red. 400 times 150, yan na yung area ng concrete na red. Times ko ng moment arm, gaano sila kalayo sa centroid ng tension steel, that is 650 minus 150 over 2. The nominal moment strength is 1151 kilonewton meter. Then, to compute for the ultimate moment capacity, you have to check first the strain in the steel, no? Yung E sub T, yung strain dito sa steel na chine-check natin. Para malaman nyo kung ano yung reduction factor, kailangan nyo muna i-check yun. But in this case, hindi ko na siya chinek. Pero kapag chinek nyo, sigurado naman na lalagpas siya ng 0.005. So, therefore, ang reduction factor natin ay 0.9. If we multiply this by the nominal moment strength, so we obtain now the ultimate moment capacity, which is 1,036. And that is letter B.